Hi, it's Lynn Shuck with Healing and Balance. We're going to be looking at kneeling mountain and suspended Virasana. Now, Virasana is where you actually have your feet apart and you sit between them and you're on your knees. And this is a suspension of it. But we want to start with the preparatory work, which is kneeling mountain. Now, these are poses that are commonly taught in Eischens Yoga, not so commonly taught in other classes. For starters, you need a block, and you're going to put the block between your feet 6 inches wide. Now we do 6 inches wide because that's roughly about how far apart your knees are to come straight down from your hips, and you want the shins to extend back, maintaining these parallel lines so that we have parallel lines, feet extending back from the knees. So the block also keeps your feet aligned. It's really easy to be here when you don't have a block, or to be here and to not know that's going on. So by putting the inside edges of your feet against the block, you can keep your feet from rotating in or out. Notice I am not pushing my ankles down to the ground. I've got them lifted just slightly off the floor, only a little bit, not a lot. Now, if your ankles are very stiff and you're not getting down to the floor, you're just going to stay as low as you can go. But if you're somebody who can put those ankles flat, we want to lift them slightly. We're going to hug the block, picture the top of your thigh bones and push them forward. You're going to feel your glutes engage. And we also want to picture the top of the thigh bones and squeeze them in toward each other. And then think about your knees and your head making a long line. So the front of your torso gets very long. The back of your body is very active. Hamstrings, glutes. And we're hugging the block. So this is kneeling mountain. That's all kneeling mountain is. But you need to start from kneeling mountain to work towards suspended Virasana, because we want to get those legs active, squeezing in, hugging the block, not dropping the ankles. And then what we're going to do is sit toward the heels. Now, I am creasing at the hip socket. I'm not going down tucked under, and I'm not hinging backward. I am creasing at the hip as though I'm going to sit between my feet and I'm coming back up. The challenge here is to keep your feet hugging the block. They're going to want to roll out. And to keep your ankles from dropping to the floor. They're going to want to collapse down as you lower. So think of squeezing your shins towards your thighs as you go down and up. Your thighs and the shins squeeze toward each other, and then your thigh bones press forward to bring you up, so you come all the way to vertical. You're going to feel a lot of quadricep work. You're going to feel glutes and hamstrings working. You're going to feel leg muscles, lower leg muscles working. If it's a lot of pressure across the metatarsal, try squeezing in even more at the very top of your thigh bones. And if your feet cramp or your calves cramp, you can do this with the toes curled under. You still want to watch that you don't have heels flying out to the sides as you go. So you're still kind of keeping your feet next to that block as you sit and come back up. This is ideal. This is acceptable. There it is. So we've got kneeling mountain, just being here and holding and finding all those actions. And we have suspended Virasana, sitting toward the heels and coming back up. All the way up each time. Make sure you make it all the way to vertical. Thigh bones pressing forward. That's it. Those are the two poses. We usually do maybe 10 repeats of suspended Virasana and then stay in kneeling mountain and hold. That moves into some other poses. That's another video.